Good morning, everybody. I'd like to bring a new installment in my statement of faith under the heading of Israel and the Tribulation. This is section number 15.1. I believe that after taking up the church, that is in the rapture, the Lord will begin to work with his ancient people, the Jews, again, and will bring them through the tribulation in order that they might see the day of the Lord, the personal return of the Lord Jesus Christ to earth to establish his kingdom. Now we see this in two passages in Matthew chapter 24 verse 21. For then there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days are shortened. Now, a lot of people stumble on this verse because they say, oh, well, there we are, you see, the elect are there in the time of the Great Tribulation, therefore they must be Christians. Well, of course, that's a great mistake. The word elect always refers to those whom God has chosen for service. And it's not referring to Christians because the Christians have already gone in the rapture. It's referring to the righteous of the tribulation period. They are the elect. They're those that have been selected by the Lord to serve him in his kingdom, which is soon going to be following. Now, what the Lord is saying in chapter 24 is that if that period of great tribulation was not shortened, then actually the destruction of all human beings on the earth would be complete. There would be nobody left. However, for the elect's sake, those days are shortened. And of course, immediately after that time, the righteous who will have been martyred for the Lord, and also the righteous who the righteous of all ages, all periods of time, from the very beginning to the end of time, will be raised from the dead at the time of the coming of the Lord Jesus in power and great glory. Now, there are some people that say that this coming of Christ has occurred already, and that, of course, is not true. There is a sect, for example, in I think it's in the Philippines, and there's a man there who's claiming to be Christ himself, and he says that Christ, the previous Christ, didn't finish the work, and now he's come to finish the work. This is, of course, complete blasphemy. He says that the day of the Lord has already occurred, okay, and that he now is going to establish his kingdom. Now, the important thing is that that can't be so, because in the same chapter, and verse 27, the Lord describes his coming, and his coming is going to be in a way that no human being would be able to fake. He says, for as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. This is going to be a coming in such huge power and glory that it will be absolutely unmistakable. In the early part of Matthew chapter 24, the Lord had said, whatever you do, do not be deceived. There will be many Christs that will arise. And if they say, come and look at Christ, he's in the desert, don't go. And if somebody says, come and look at the Christ who's in a secret chamber, don't believe it, because the coming of Christ, my coming, the coming of the Lord Jesus to establish his kingdom in the day of the Lord, will be in a way that no man will ever be able to fake. Nobody can do that. Nobody can appear in the sky in such a way that, like lightning, it flashes the whole of the sky from east to west. That is going to be the coming of the Lord Jesus. Well, there we are. I'll just read that main sentence again. It says, I believe that after taking up the church, the Lord will begin to work with his ancient people, the Jews, again, and will bring them through the tribulation in order that they might see the day of the Lord, the personal return of the Lord Jesus Christ to earth to establish his kingdom. Well, God bless you. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Have a great day, and bye for now.